We just read the book Love Monster, and now we're going to create our own Love Monster collages. So we're going to start with our piece of paper. I'm going to take a piece of paper, and this is going to be the body of my Love Monster. So we're going to fold it in half, just like we've been practicing when we are making our hearts. We fold it in half, and we have an open edge and a folded edge. And we know that any time we are folding and cutting something out, we have to draw on the folded edge. So I have an oil pastel I'm going to use to go ahead and draw my monster. So we're going to start with kind of towards the top to make our monsters kind of big. We're going to start with kind of a curved line. And it goes about halfway. It doesn't go all the way to the edge. Okay, it started on the fold line, goes about halfway. Now we're going to add some ears. So I'm going to do kind of like a curved line. Ears could be just a straight line for your ear. And then another one. And notice it doesn't go all the way to the edge. It doesn't go all the way to the edge. All right. And then from there, I'm going to go pretty much straight down to the bottom of my paper. Okay? And I can go ahead and cut that out. So I'm trying to stay on my line, and if I did this properly, I should have one whole monster instead of two halves. Oops. Sometimes the paper gets kind of messed up when we go to cut it, so we gotta hold that fold really, really well. Cut, cut, cut. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Okay, so before I open it, I'm gonna slide my background paper over. And now I can open it up. Ooh, that looks like a pretty good love monster. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put glue on the back. I'm going to put my glue all the way up through the ears. We don't want to have any floppy bits. All the way down around the outside. Oops, my glue's getting a little crazy. Around the side. And then I can put some in the middle too. But I want to make sure I have all my edges covered. I'm going to flip it over and try to line it up. There's the bottom of my paper. I'm going to try to line it up at the bottom. I want to massage my paper. I don't want to slap my paper. That's not very nice. I want to massage. I want to massage that paper so that it'll be nice and decide to stay. Alright, that looks pretty good. So now you should have a piece of white paper. And on that white paper, we are going to draw a couple of circles. So again, I've only got an oil pastel. And if we remember from the book, sometimes when we looked at the love monster, his eyes were two different sizes. So if your eyes end up two different sizes, that's okay too. But I'm going to go ahead and cut those out next. And they don't have to be perfect circles. If I make a mistake and I end up making some ovals or some wonky shapes, you know what? That's okay too, because it's my love monster. It doesn't matter what other people think. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out, and then we're going to glue those on too. Okay, so same thing. I put my glue around the outside. I flip it over. I hold it down for 10 seconds. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Now I can use my oil pastel. Whoops, I got a little messy there. And I can add the insides of the eye. So I'm going to add a circle. And then a smaller circle. And I'm going to leave the small circle white, but I'm going to color in the rest. So it should look like that. Maybe I'm going to add some eyebrows. Kind of goofy. And then let's add a smile. So you can see my example here. I ended up adding some teeth. So if I want to do that again, I can draw where I want my smile to be. And then I still have my white paper here. So I can cut out some triangles. Maybe your monster doesn't have sharp teeth though. Maybe your monster is a little bit nicer. So it just has like teeth like you and me, just like regular teeth. That's up to you. But I'm going to do some sharp, kind of cute teeth. And I can glue those on. Hold it for 10. Same thing here. I think I only have room for 2 little teeth. And that's okay too. So I'll just go 2 teeth. Maybe I'm going to make it bigger then. I'll just draw it a little bit bigger. Oh, it's so cute. All right, so those are the first few steps. We've got our monster drawn. Then let's take our oil pastel and we're going to kind of outline our monster, and we're going to give our monster some texture. So texture, if you remember, means how something feels. So how does a monster feel? Kind of fluffy, right? Kind of hairy. So we can add some kind of like hairy texture to our monster. So once I have this outlined, I might just go back in and I might just add some hairs like this. Kind of make it look more and more like a monster. He's got hairs all over him. Ooh, I like that. I think that looks pretty good. Add a few more. Alright, so there's my love monster, but he's a love monster, so he needs a heart. So we're going to add some hearts to our monster. So I'm going to take my piece of paper, fold it in half, and we've been practicing this so much. We're going to be so good at it. We're going to draw a rainbow line, and then kind of diagonal line, bring it back. I'm going to cut that out, and I'm going to glue it to his chest, or her chest. Maybe your rainbow monster, or your monster is a girl. Okay, and I'm going to glue that on there. And then you can see we're also going to add hearts all the way around the outside, and then we can outline those with the oil pastels too.